IMaginext is a wacky place full of different types of characters. Some are aliens, some are creatures, and some are normal humans. However, today we're going to be discussing who is the best IMaginext character. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be revealing who my personal favourite character is by reviewing some skills and strategies on what they do. First things first, we're going to head to the main antagonist and protagonist of IMaginext, Head Honcho and King. Sorry if I move the camera around, I'm not used to this small iPod. So firstly, King is the leader of the Light Knight. I can't say beep. The Light Knights of the Order, aka the IMaginext clan. While Head Honcho, a headless figure, appears to be in control of the main secretary of Octobot, aka the Dark Clan, both of which are powerful. So first we're going to rank on power, and this has come down to a difficult decision. However, I'm going to put it for Head Honcho, mainly because King got himself kidnapped by Sleep Snog, meaning he can't really withstand getting captured or anything like that. I mean, King is powerful, but I think he uses his power for the wrong reasons. For instance, electrocuting Joker for no reason and just showing off when it wasn't really needed, while Head Honcho uses his evil powers mainly for attack and for ambush. Next, visual. For that, I'm probably going to give it to King, just because King is a figure wearing a grey suit. His details on his foot are especially good, and his handcuffs. He also has a flame there, while Head Honcho just has a simple stripe pattern and a belt. I prefer King because he has more detail on his head, for instance. Really cool looking eyes, a nice bit of tough hair, and of course a beard. I mean, who wouldn't want a beard? So it has been tough. Yeah, I'm going to give this round to both. Even though King would lose that round, mainly because he is a show-off and an arrogant brat, Head Honcho is still more powerful but not that good-looking. I'll have to give it a draw, so those entered into the semi-finals. Next, Kurt versus Ant. I mean, I'm sure you can already tell who's going to win this. Remember, Kurt is a weak clone member, rank 0, while Ant is an elite force, third in command of Head Honcho's Octobot Primal Terminals, meaning he is a lot more higher in rank and higher in power. Ant is a mecha sort of weird cyborg robot which can easily use the power of force and field, meaning that he would easily defeat Kurt. And he also does look a lot nicer than Kurt. Kurt is a wimp and is really scared to even kill a fly. So for that reason, Kurt is going to go into the semi-losers to see who is the worst. Remember, this is just my opinion, and it's not a competition. It's just I'm ranking who I prefer. Next is Dino versus Werewolf. It has come down, however, Dino's incredible strength is really good. His amazing detail too really makes for a fun character, but his comedy kind of lets it slip down to an average character. While Werewolf, on the other hand, still has a bit of comedy in him, he also has a decent look. The other thing about Werewolf is he's extremely intelligent and is able to use the rocket to teleport to parallel universes within seconds, often ending in him changing time itself. Werewolf is a lot more dangerous, yet Dino is a lot more funny and good. And for that reason, I'm giving it to Dino, primarily because Dino is a bit of a cooler character. And his companion, Molten, is also a bit more nicer and bolder than Joker. Speaking of bold, it has had to come down to one hero and one villain. Joker used to be evil, however that was just his parallel universe. His true form is an actual evil villain full of unlimited capabilities. He is third in command just like Ant, and his visual looks are pretty plain. He also uses my least favourite colours, and I don't know whether that's coincidence or obnoxious, but I kinda don't like him for that. However, Batman is a shady figure, and if you turn him around at the right angle, he doesn't look visible. He also looks a bit better and could easily defeat Joker. However, Joker's a crazy scientist with evil ideas. However, for this reason, I'm giving it to Joker. Just because, fortunately, Joker does have that sense of humour, sense of seriousness, and sense of arrogance, which I sort of like. Alien versus Flame. No, this isn't a competition, guys. You're not going to say to vote in the polls. This is my opinion. Oh, come on. Why can't it be your opinion? Hold on. If you click the card up there, you can vote to say who is better, me or me. Clearly, you should vote for... Shut up, guys. I'm doing a video. Okay, vote for me. Shh. Okay, so Alien and Flame. Alien is a flying sort of alien with wings and tentacles and arms. His ribcage is visible, and so are his sort of peculiar brain. So is his creepy nose. If you kind of look at him for too long, he does look a bit scary. On the other hand, Flame is a puffed up, adorable creature. Flame isn't that smart, yet is able to frighten away his foes with his tempted looks. He might lure his foes in, then to explode with his powers. For that, it's clearly Flame. Bummer! You know what? I am the best, and shut up, Alien. You might still come as the least worst character. Now, we have a couple more, but remember, this is just my opinion again. So if you're getting really annoyed because you wanted Alien to win or you wanted Batman to win, then calm down, okay? This isn't a competition. Okay, next is Vision and Power. Vision over here is the side of the technical side, which is what Head Honcho relates to. However, Power is Hades' side, evil and powerful. In reality, both would technically win because they're as strong as each other and the same colour scheme, yet I slightly prefer Power just because Hades is in, and Hades looks a bit better than Head Honcho. However, Vision might win. Eagle versus Molten. Unfortunately, Molten has lost his arm, which kind of makes me get a little strange off around him, and he sort of looks a bit unusual without an arm. However, Eagle is the sort of god of birds, some sort of unusual hybrid. Molten does look a lot better, especially with his suit on, but for this, we're not allowed to use any weapons or armour, guys. Eagle has a bit of a high-pitched sounding voice and is known for his wacky sort of personality, while Molten is a humble, generous and kind miner who at all would not try and harm anyone unless he had to. For that reason, it's clearly Molten to win. Do you like my ideas so far? If so, remember to solve the interactive poll questionnaire. Anyway, let's move on. Just 4 more. Kent, a former traitor, versus Raymond II, an enemy. Raymond II is last in command, being a simple clone with powers to control the submarine. However, Kent is second to last in command and used to formerly work at IMaginext Studios. However, it is his fault that he turned the Dark Lord, sort of turned the Dark Lord evil, And Raymond does look a little bit better with his golden effects. For that reason, it's Raymond. However, Kent, still looks pretty good. Hades versus... Whoa! To the last one at the end. Okay, geez, Dino. Imposter versus Knight. Beep! Imposter versus Ben. Ben would clearly win this. However, I think we need to look a bit closer. No, not the fact that he has like a hole in his head, just ignore that. And not the fact that his cape has a bit of sellotape on it, just ignore those technical details. Beep! No, we want to look at their power. See, Imposter can shapeshift. For instance, he could shapeshift into that disc or that pile of weapons, which could be dangerous. And he could easily just shapeshift into the sun weapon and kill all of the enemies. However, he doesn't because he's a little bit nervous. He also is a terrible artist, according to season 52. However, Ben, on the other hand, is a stubborn and arrogant man who more prefers to sit alone in the corner doing nothing while the rest of the clan is out playing. However, Ben does have his prompts, and that prompt is his very powerful. In the PvP IMaginext game, he has 200 attack, which is the highest in any game, and in real life too. He has so much power. However, he has not much responsibility, and mostly the clan just ignore him. However, I am gonna give it to Imposter just because I prefer him. Well, actually, I'm kind of torn. How about we go for a draw? Now, it's the whoa! You forgot about me. What? Why do I have no one to go with? Fine, I guess we'll do this. Knight versus Hades, both second in command to their evilnesses or goodnesses. Hold on, Knight, you're not allowed the spear. Buddy, we've talked about this. It's not my fault you put a spear on me. Knight versus Hades, both sort of have the same looks, as in Knight has a ginger moustache and beard, while Hades has a brown beard. Of course, you know I like me beard, so I'm kind of basing it off that. Don't just base something off their beards. Shut up, Mimic. That symbol on his chest is the symbol of eagle, while that's a symbol of moon. Now, originally it was going to be that this was Werewolf's human form, which kind of is a bit cooler than just a powerful warrior. Knight also more tends to get himself hurt on purpose than accident, as in season 5, in movie 5, he said, "Oh, I like getting hurt myself," proving he's really big-headed, while Hades, who can be quite foolish, does look a bit better and is quite stronger. And why do I have no partner? Right, well, I'm definitely going in because my character is obviously the bestest character, and obviously for that reason, I'm the best. Now, I could just say straight off the bat that the winner is Dino, or the winner is Molten, or the winner is you, or you, but no. I think we should settle it with a duel. So, Ben versus Imposter, King versus Head, Ant versus Raymond, Dino versus Molten, Joker versus Flame, Power versus Hades, and me alone, because you know I'm a lone wolf. And for this, it's going to be Eagle versus Werewolf, Alien versus Vision, Batman versus Knight, and Kent versus Kurt. Okay, let's begin. So first we're going to go for losers. Werewolf would use his bite to instantly weaken Emmon. With Emmon on the floor, he would try and sling forwards, pushing the poor wolf. However, Werewolf would howl, a deafening scream. Luckily, Eagle has trained himself for a powerful scream himself, and he turns around and the winner is Werewolf, because Werewolf's amazing bite was able to corrupt him at the last second, turning Eagle into nothing but a pile of flesh. A pile of fish? What? Alien, with his hungry and kind of arrogant personality, would fly high up. The robot just seems to stand there. Alien would use his Teslas, but immediately regret it, as it would just power Vision up. Outsmarted, Alien would try and run away as his first plan failed. However, Alien would fly off. Okay, next, Batman versus Knight. Knight would obviously win. Oh, sorry about this, I have a bit of a dry throat. Well, Knight would obviously win, as he could just arm Batman far away. And as the laws say, Knight always wins. And now this one's a bit of a tricky one, because we have good versus bad, dumb versus unusual. But obviously Kent would win. Oh, sorry about this. But obviously Kent would win, because Kent has more power, and Kurt would probably just run away. Next, Werewolf versus Alien. Now, Alien here would use Teslas. However, Werewolf is able to quickly hide in the shadows. With Alien blind to what Werewolf's doing, Alien would look around immediately to regret his move, as Werewolf would bite. However, Alien would be immune. However, Werewolf did bite his brain, so now Alien's kind of confused. Alien would try and throttle the hungry wolf. However, Alien would win. Primarily because Alien's a lot more smaller, yet a bit more brainier and a lot stronger. Now, obviously, Knight would win. However, let's see what would happen. Knight would use his arm to send him closer to him, as oh, sorry about this. As Kent would defy gravity, punches the Knight. However, Knight doesn't regret what he does, as in this position, Knight arms him again close, cracking his head and knocking him out. Now finally, it's the final round. However, let's move on to the winners. I would obviously win, so I'm the grand champion. But let's see. So, Power and Hades are close friends, and doing this would sort of devastate them. Power has one weakness, and that's his master. So Hades would obviously win, just because of how bad Power is. Power is now gone forever, as the losers don't get a chance if they're winners. Dino and Molten. It's so hard, but Dino would win. Primarily because Molten has a lost arm, making him limp more and really weak, and Dino could just scream and deafen Molten. Ben might win because of how strong he is, yet I think it's safe to say that Imposter might have had a chance. Joker and Flame. It's safe to say that Joker would probably win, as he'd try and tempt Flame in with a ginger biscuit. However, Flame might do this. Come to... See, the thing about Joker is that he talks too much for himself and doesn't consider the thing going wrong. So, Flame would win. Flame versus Hades. Dino versus Ben. Obviously, King would win, as King does have stronger power than Head when it comes to combat. Head's more tech. And now, obviously Ant would win, as he'd just be able to use his cyborgish powers. And I would probably win, so I guess I'll just stand here alone. Hades versus Flame. Hades would on Flame far away and defeat him very easily. Dino would roar so loud that Ant would be deaf. However, remember, Ant's a cyborg, so he'd just continue walking. With Dino's voice broken, Dino has to step back and pounce. He breaks the robot. And King versus Ben. It's easy to say King would win. Finally, now I get a sparring partner. And Hades versus Dino. See, this is a hard one because Hades is easily stronger. However, Dino is a little better. Dino could try and scrape Hades or do anything. But I'd say Dino would easily win. And me, obviously, I could just turn into a human and trample on King. But because I'm a human, I guess I'll just, leave the competition. It wasn't like I wanted to win or anything. Now, boom, boom. See, we are going to pitch for animals versus animals and humans versus humans here. Sorry, I have a bit of a bad cold at the minute. Dino versus Alien. Although it would be hard, the winner would be Dino. Dino, with his amazing power and his amazing personality, would easily overrun the tiny alien with his witty brain. Dino is proud, as he can either come first or second now. King versus Knight. Although it will be fun to watch, both friends regret this deeply, but the winner is Knight. The reason Knight would be the winner here is because King perhaps would be too big-headed when it came to combat, and would just be like, "Hey, buddy, Knight, I'm really powerful." He'd talk too much for himself and then get attacked. Now, finally, it's come down to this, and the winner is a draw. So, Dino and Knight both came in first place, but you can now vote Dino versus Knight. Who would you want to see win? Would you like to see somebody else win? Well, answer the poll, Dino versus Knight, and comment who you think would win in a duel. Remember, this is without armour or weapons, so Dino wouldn't have his amazing suit, and Knight wouldn't have his armour, shield, and weapon. Thank you for watching. However, there is one more thing I would like to say, and that's what about me? Well, if we put me into the draw, and I would win. But obviously I'm a human, so I can't win, so bye. So yes, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Who would you say would win? Would you go for Dino? Would you go for Knight? Or would you go for me? The strongest character in IMaginext. I'm really strong. Not that I'm being big-headed or anything. Bye. But who really would win? Well, if you want to find out, there's an IMaginext video coming out soon. Dino versus Knight and Alien versus Flame, where Dino fights Knight and Flame fights Alien. Who would win in this epic battle? Find out soon.